Good morning, boys and girls, and I'm happy you could join me for story time today. As you can see, what color am I wearing? I am wearing all green because today is St. Patrick's Day. So make sure you put on your green for today, okay? We're going to read some stories and we'll sing some songs and we'll do an activity. Is there somebody behind me? Oh, that's our little leprechaun friend. He's going to be in one of our activities. And then for our craft, we are making beaded shamrocks. The craft kits will be available at the library in the very front while supplies last. So let's go ahead and do our opening song. I wiggle my fingers and then I wiggle my toes. I wiggle my shoulders and then I wiggle my nose. And now the wiggles are out of me, I am as still as I can be. So our first story is Good Luck Bear by Greg Foley. One day, while lying in the grass, a little bear found a clover with 3 tiny leaves. He showed it to his friend Mouse. Mouse said, "If you find one with 4 leaves, it means that you're lucky." Bear started looking for a 4-leaf clover. Monkey saw him looking and said, "There is no such thing." Turtle saw him looking and said, "That's going to take forever." Elephant saw him and said, "I remember seeing one, but I forgot where." So Bear kept looking. Groundhog asked, "If you don't find one, does that mean that you're unlucky?" Squirrel came and said, "I prefer them with 3 leaves," and he took as many as he could carry. Then Bunny said, "Here's one," and he ate it. "Good luck, Bear," he said. The little bear felt very unlucky. Until he saw Mouse. Mouse said, "I think I found something for you." Bear went over to look. "Does it have 4 leaves?" he asked. Mouse said, "No." It has 5. You see the clover with 5 leaves? The end. So we're going to play a naming game. I'm going to show you a color and you're going to tell me the name of the color, okay? And we're going to use the help of our little friend I introduced you to earlier. Do you know where he is? There he is. Okay, so it goes. Leprechaun, leprechaun, what lucky charms have ye? I have what color is that? A red heart here with me. Leprechaun, leprechaun, what lucky charms have ye? I have what color is this? An orange star here with me. Leprechaun, leprechaun, what lucky charms have ye? I have what color is this? A yellow moon here with me. Leprechaun, leprechaun, what lucky charms have ye? I have do you know what color is going to come next? A green clover here with me. Leprechaun, leprechaun, what lucky charms have ye? I have what is this? A blue diamond here with me. Leprechaun, leprechaun, what lucky charms have ye? I have what do you think is the last color? A purple horseshoe here with me. Let's see what colors we have. We've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And what does that make? It makes a rainbow. And what do you find at the end of the rainbow? The leprechaun's pot of gold. So our next story we're going to listen to is called St. Patrick's Day by Anne Rockwell. On St. Patrick's Day, I wore my green shirt, green pants, and even my green striped socks. Pablo wore green sneakers. Everyone wears something green on St. Patrick's Day. At school, we worked in teams to finish our St. Patrick's Day reports. Charlie, Jessica, and me, Nicholas and Sarah, Pablo, Kate, and Sam, and Michiko and Evelyn. Mr. Cisco helped Charlie and Jessica and me find out about St. Patrick. He helped us type the story we told. This is the story we printed out. St. Patrick by Evan and Charlie and Jessica. One bad day, people took St. Patrick from England across the sea to be a slave in Ireland. Patrick was a shepherd. He didn't fight with anyone, but he missed his mother and father, so he escaped. But before long, he went back to Ireland to teach people to be kind to each other. Nicholas and Sarah wrote a play. Nicholas said, "I am St. Patrick. Do you know why there are no snakes in Ireland?" "No," everyone replied. "I drove them away," said Nicholas. Sarah was a big green snake slithering across the floor. Nicholas rang his bell and beat his drum. "Hiss, hiss, I'm scared," said Sarah. "I'm going to run away. Follow me, snakes." Said Nicholas. "All the snakes are racing to the sea. Now you know why there are no snakes in Ireland. My bell and drum scared them away. Clang, clang, boom, boom." Pablo, Kate, and Sam love music. Mr. Kelly, the music teacher, taught Pablo and Sam how to dance a jig. Kate fiddled fast while Sam and Pablo danced. They wore green top hats. They looked like the leprechauns that made mischief on St. Patrick's Day. Evelyn and Michiko told about the special plant St. Patrick brought to Ireland. Do you see what that plant is? It's called a shamrock. They explained how he planted shamrocks. Shamrocks are tiny, bright green plants with 3 round leaves. They brought a shamrock for each of us in a paper cut. I'm going to plant mine in our garden. Let's see how he has this shamrock there. Mrs. Madoff said so many Irish people came across the sea to America that we celebrate St. Patrick's Day, whether we're Irish or not. Many Americans are a little bit Irish, but not me. I'm all Irish. My mom and dad were born in Ireland. My grandparents and my aunts lived there. I went to visit them when I was 4. Here is a picture of me in that green, green land. When I got home, Mom was baking soda bread because that's what her mother always did on St. Patrick's Day. People put on their best clothes and wore shamrocks. They went to church to pray the way St. Patrick taught them. When they came home, they had a fine meal with soda bread. We took a loaf to Pablo's mother. She said it smelled so delicious. We should have a slice with some hot chocolate. Yum. On March 17th, we all wear something green. That's because it's St. Patrick's Day. and St. Patrick's Day comes just before spring. The sprouts that come in spring are green. That day, we are all a little bit Irish. The end. So this song is called 5 Little Leprechauns. Can you show me your leprechauns? So we're going to take our 5 little leprechauns and we're going to keep them in our house. And you have to make sure that you keep an eye on them because they can get into a lot of mischief, or else they're going to poof and disappear. So it goes, oh, I caught 5 little leprechauns and gave them to my spouse. 5 little leprechauns, she kept them in our house. She didn't keep her eye on one, and just as I feared, that one little leprechaun went poof and disappeared. So how many does that leave? That leaves 4. Oh, I caught 4 little leprechauns and gave them to my spouse. 4 little leprechauns, she kept them in our house. She didn't keep an eye on one, and just as I feared, that one little leprechaun went poof and disappeared. How many does that leave? 3. We now have 3. Oh, I have 3 little leprechauns and gave them to my spouse. 3 little leprechauns, she put them in our house. She didn't keep her eye on one, and just as I feared, that one little leprechaun went poof and disappeared. Now we have 2. Oh, I caught 2 little leprechauns and gave them to my spouse. 2 little leprechauns, she kept them in our house. She didn't keep her eye on one, and just as I feared, that one little leprechaun went poof and disappeared. So how many do we have now? 1. Oh, I caught 1 little leprechaun and gave him to my spouse. 1 little leprechaun, she kept him in our house. She didn't keep an eye on him, and just as I feared, that one little leprechaun went poof and disappeared. No more leprechauns in the house. Well, boys and girls, I'm glad you could join me for story time today, and I hope you enjoyed the stories and our song and our activities. And be sure to stop by the library so you can pick up your shamrock, your beaded shamrock craft. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our closing song. So let's go ahead and stand up, and we're going to tickle the clouds, and then we tickle our toes. We're going to turn around, and then we're going to touch your nose. We're going to crouch way down low, and then reach way up high. Story time's over. Wave goodbye. Bye. See you next time, and happy St. Patrick's Day.